how about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. No surprise to see a few Denver Broncos in this draft. Here's a chance for the second one to come off the board. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck?
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a ranger.
This offense is going to run a lot of 22 personnel, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. So this is not a bad idea to go after a good fullback here.
Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, clear eye, and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid.
And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better.
I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
These are tough decisions here, offense or defense. Which side has the more pressing need?
Babe, show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. You know, looking like a brick in a...
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
I'm about to fill it up, walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now, ain't no one about to block my hit. Cause someday, something come along. Someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody got someone knows somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though.
Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. How do you go wrong with these three guys?
No, you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so tight to leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never.
Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front?
Told you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling. Get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning. Some days I'm gonna someone to tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere I'll find out someone that's somebody that one day I'll be the love of my life, but not tonight though.
Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me.
He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottle in the section and I promise to the base.
And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there.
In the darkness, 'cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love.
The lineup screen should be pretty self-explanatory. If you'd like to make some executive decisions on your...
In the break of the light, I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. Two teams that met back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Benny Logan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They snap it to Smith. Flush to his right. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing on third down, Smith eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Now Geno, flushed out right. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Geno down to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught. Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. It's a big play there for Oakland. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Escaping the pressure right. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. He's going to let it go again. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with an acrobatic catch. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Play clock winding down. They'll set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Let's go!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He's got time. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Graham's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The final shot here before break. Smith finding time. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the right side at Smith. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. To Decker over the middle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got Decker, left side. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
1st and goal from the 8. Now McCoy. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Let's go. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marcel Reese is fullback, the intended target. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. That's caught at the 1, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Steve Smith from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Smith on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Flushed out right toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now it's Smith rolling to his right. He's going to let, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Back now in Baltimore. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out of the gun, Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Surveying the field. And his throw is incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And that will be incomplete as well. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. This give is to McCoy. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Let's go! 3:19! 3:19! The play clock's running down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To Decker over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That's a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Decker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's able to get it to... Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And there's a flag on the field. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal here from the 9. They'll run it with McCoy. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here now is the kicker, Shane Graham. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.